Uh-huh. Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. I'm your brother, Old God, from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do? What's good? It's your brother Sam Man, Viral Hip Hop News, the pregame to the live edition Friday night, the Uncensored Truth Podcast. Oh God, what's good, my brother?
What's good, man? We in the building tonight on your Friday Night Live pre-game podcast. Man, you see it there. Breaking news. Eminem responds, to Machine Gun Kelly, you know what I mean, with Killshot tonight. That's the headline that we see. It's a whole bunch of other things that popped off, but we know that's hot right now. Everybody's probably been listening to it. We listened to it a few times before we came in here tonight. So yeah, man, we can get to that in a minute though. But man, another big announcement, man. We will be launching our mentorship program tonight. We'll be launching our Hip Hop Uncensored mentorship program, where people can actually learn. And this is foolproof, let me tell you. But people can actually learn, SEO training, business development, how to grow the YouTube channel, and more importantly, how to take, control of your finances, how to file your different, taxes, set up your business structures and all that. So it's real. It's going to be real great as you're going to be dealing with 4 brothers that have been successful in business. So you're going to want to, sign up for that, man. Definitely. But yeah, man, how you feel about that, Sam Mac?
It's electrifying, man. It's something we talked about for a long time, but we had to make sure everything was in order. Everything was correct. We had to make sure we stood by our word and make sure we practiced what we preached before we set off something as major as we about to set off. You feel me? So like old guy said, man, if you want to take a chance, if you want to take that leap of faith in growing your business, growing your YouTube, growing your life.
Yes. Take
that leap of faith with us. Check out the official mentorship program. That link will be available very, very soon. If not right now, it should be real dope.
Yes, sir. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth Podcast. We're going to talk about, this real quick. Just give a little bit because, we already been, about to go live on Hip Hop News, Uncensored. So, what do y'all think? The people that's listening, I'll first say, I think it was a good song. He said a lot of stuff. I mean, we was definitely listening for a lot more lyrical content, but I think he did as good as anybody could have done in a typical Eminem fashion. Definitely a crazy beat, but I was kind of looking for a little bit more. I got to be real with you.
Oh God, are we talking about a beef record? Or are we talking about a single? Because you sound like you're describing a real nice single right now. And not a diss record. Now, Eminem, he has this series that he has going on around 8 p.m. on Shade 4-5 exclusively. Eminem's channel with Sway is dope.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he's breaking it down into 15-minute segments. Great business mind when it comes to that. Getting that YouTube game and rap is real dope. And he's saying a lot. He's really he's showing me a lot.
Right.
And we'll talk about that later on in the podcast on exclusively on Hip Hop News Uncensored. He's he's one of the GOATs, man. He's not the GOAT, but he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
He's one of the GOATs, and it's definitely seeming as though he's having to prove himself today in 2018. And we'll talk about the response. Is the response good enough in a lot of people's eyes? Now, I see Twitter's going crazy. I seen Charlamagne the Guy say that Machine Gun Kelly shit was better. He ain't think Eminem's was all that.
I can say that though.
I could see it. He had more to say. MGK had more to say. I mean, Eminem was kind of just slapping him around a little bit.
Yeah,
he didn't say anything really worth any substance.
Right.
So if you go to who's winning this right now, who do you give it to? Or do you want to talk about it later? I mean, because that's what we do in battles, right?
Yeah.
This is a battle right now.
I don't know, man. It's, I'll talk about it later. I think it might be at this point a little even. And I kind of know, man. It's weird. It's a real weird thing. But no, I'll say, I'll give it. I think Eminem is edging out just a little bit because he's a better, I think, lyricist and just all around better rapper.
It's easier to listen to.
Right.
I mean, and I was listening to Kamikaze yesterday, working out, and I'm sitting there like, all right, now this is a dope body of work. Eminem did his thing. Now, I would like to see him kind of evolve a little bit more. Even if you're going to slap people around, I would like to see the evolution as opposed to trying to appease what people are wanting to hear as opposed to just doing what you want. Because I think that would reflect a lot more in your music. And through these interviews with Sway, it seems like he's paying attention heavy on what people out here, especially on social media and YouTube and various platforms that we have now, to what people are saying. And if they're critical of Eminem, he takes that hard and he's trying to go and maybe kind of appease people out there as opposed to doing what's authentic to him. I don't know what the people out there think, but we'll talk about it more on the podcast later on.
Yeah, this a little preliminary, to bless the channel. We're going to give this channel its own exclusive, content. But we want to definitely come out live before we jump live on the air in front of thousands of people, so that's gonna be real dope. But yeah, man, other than that, man, October 26th and 27th, Caroline's, Broadway, we will be in the building, for a TK Kirkland's album release party, Gangsta Conversations. You can actually go on iTunes, right now, pre-order that if you're a big time fan of T Kirkland. If you're in the area, definitely want to come out that night. Because it's actually going to be hosted by Charlamagne and Guy, so it's going to be a lot of good people in there, some new talent. We the rookies, So a lot of people are asking, I see in the comment section, who are you guys? Who are these dudes? But we about to really kick some doors open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? I appreciate that. Who are we? Well, I guess that's up to us to show y'all. And we come in humbly, understanding that we may be the rookies in the game, the fresh face, out here, but we have something to prove, and we definitely have no problem proving it. It's our time to go. It's time we're gonna do what we do.
My man John Hamilton said, "This is like prayer before the real show starts." That's dope. I like that.
It is.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna get it popping. And John Hamilton, we appreciate you. You every week in there getting busy with us. We appreciate it. Make sure you had them comments and them questions ready, because we're gonna answer all of them. We had a real dope week at the Uncensored Truth podcast. I dropped something on Viral Hip Hop News. Shout out to all the people at Viral. Stephen A. Smith and Serena Williams. Now, people, we were a little bit critical of our man Stephen A. in regards to his comments. People were very critical against us. I'm going to talk about a couple of them comments later on in the podcast. That should be real dope.
Okay.
Question some. Another person yesterday, they dropped something real dope in regards to the timing in which we drop our videos. Somebody said that we're dope. They love our content, but we don't drop things exclusive enough. There's people in front of us that drop things not necessarily in front of us when in regards to numbers, but faster than us in regards to when they drop their content. We're not dropping it fast enough.
And what video was that?
It was the Bow Wow when he talked about opiate use.
Okay.
And I dropped it. I mean, we had the conversation earlier in the week. I dropped it yesterday. Right. I dropped it yesterday because I felt as though that kind of conversation was a great timing conversation as opposed to dropping exclusive news at a certain time. Mac Miller's death, that needed to be a little more exclusive than a opiate conversation. That's a little more time, but we'll talk about that. I have a story that I reflect on when I kind of got Viral Hip Hop News going. And this kind of goes toward the mentorship program. But as I'm getting stuff going, I always wanted to be go fast. I had to get everything out first. And I never understood why you could kind of sit back and wait and drop it and gain more numbers than me. I asked you, like, yo, how is it that you kind of wait? I drop it at 5 and you drop it at 10, but you get more numbers than me after the day. And you were like, well, at a certain point, once you get to a certain amount of numbers, your subscribers, your listeners want to hear exclusively what you have to say. That resonated with me. I see the other top people out there on the YouTube game. I see when they drop content and they might be a day or two later than actually the story broke, but their numbers are out of this world. So it kind of started making sense to me as a businessman and as a person growing within this, that, okay, once you start getting your people behind you, once you start getting the listener to resonate to what you have to say, timing, yes, is everything. But when you drop things,
people don't realize, like, people don't understand, like, it takes a lot, to run a YouTube page, especially to get out news fast when you're going up against companies that have 50, maybe 100, sometimes even thousands of people that are on these stories. You got one guy over there that works at YouTube, one guy over here that works this YouTube. So we are competing. You got people who compete very well, against them. But, sometimes, it does happen. Sometimes you could be late. But, it is what it is, man. I think the people, either way, it's up and the people are going to see it. You know what I mean? Right.
And they're going to go to whoever they go to. They may go to their various people, but you know what I mean? We appreciate the comment nonetheless, and we'll talk about that more on the podcast later on. Cat Williams.
Right.
Real quick, man. Right. I showed you earlier, man, because it's kind of underground right now. Shout out to V103 in Atlanta, but they dropped an interview with Cat Williams, and I don't think they were expecting to hear what they heard. I dropped a little bit of a video on Viral Hip Hop News. Y'all can go check that out while we get set up for the exclusive podcast in between breaks. Uncensored Truth and Hip Hop News Uncensored, the Uncensored Truth podcast live on Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Go check out that on Viral Hip Hop News. But he talked about, obviously, he got on Hollywood a little bit. He talked about his stripes and what he has going on, self-made, self-owned, something I didn't know about Cat Williams.
Right.
He's financed and backed all of his comedy shows, recouping 100% of all of his revenue. They don't really sell merchandise on them after the fact or put anything out because they're not getting any money. It's all his. He has 9 comedy specials, the most of any comedian, stand-up comedian of all time. Another surprising stat, excuse me. He also gave information on Netflix and exposed some real crazy news about Netflix that we really weren't anticipating. I didn't expect it, but he broke it down and it's logical once you think about it. He also talked about Tiffany Haddish. I don't know how many Tiffany Haddish fans we got out there. She liked one of my pictures on Instagram, so I like Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, I mean, but he dropped some stiff shit on her too.
Right.
Definitely some news we're gonna talk about. But what did you think about initially, without giving away too much, oh God, on that conversation, on that interview?
I think it's typical Cat. You know what I mean? Always speaking his mind and keeping it real. Something he's been doing his whole career, and that's the reason why a lot of people kind of put him in a category, try to call him crazy, because he exposed a lot of things. You know, also, you know, some of the videos I even have up, you know, hip hop uncensored, you know, in the throwback section. So yeah, man, I can't wait to actually listen to it again. I listened to some of it, but he goes in and again, information about Netflix that's probably going to shock a lot of people. And we're definitely going to have an article, you know, up. Now back to the mentorship though, real quick. I want to if you do want to sign up for the mentorship, please go into the chat box right now. Brother Darren Marion's in there right now. He did drop the link, hip hop mentorship. Let me get the exact. I think it's hiphopmentorship.info if I'm not mistaken. Yes, hiphopmentorship.info. Sign up. All you got to do right now is leave your first, last name, and email address, and a representative will, you know, get back to you to give you some more details of how you can sign up, you know, and actually, you know, get into the mentorship program to grow your YouTube channel. Not only grow your YouTube channel, but to get SEO training, which is search engine optimization. You know, that's a whole nother thing. Also financial, you know, what I should say, counseling, I should say,
good work.
And you know, a lot of other stuff, dealing with 4 professionals, you know, in their field, one-on-one, you know, 5 days a week, 4 days a week. I think we're gonna do. That's gonna be dope. Make sure y'all go into the chat room right now and sign up.
And another important thing is, if you roll with old God and I throughout our journey, and I know a lot of you have, y'all remember us sitting in backyards with our little lawn chairs, just giving you news and trying to give you quality over quantity, like our brother John Hamilton just said. So a lot y'all know the journey, and the journey's been magnificent. We went from doing that to buying our own set, buying our own stuff. We got a show. We got a live podcast at Warm Daddy, September 26th with our brother TK Kirkland, and you know, October 26th, 27th. We've been talking about it. So the progression has been there. We have a testimony. We're no different than y'all. And that's the one thing y'all really have to realize. So if y'all got involved with us with this mentorship, y'all will get hands-on who we are, what our journey is, and we'll give you the tools in being successful for yourself. It's something powerful we got going on, man. So I'm excited. Come over there, join us, join the movement, and get successful on YouTube for sure.
Yes, sir. But yeah, on that note, man, we're gonna actually get ready to wind down, you know, and get out, you know, of here. So yeah, man, I saw a brother put in the chat room 4 million views in 3 hours, man. And that's YouTube. That's the power of YouTube, man. So shout out to YouTube all day long, man, because it's a real powerful platform. And if you really know how to use it, you want to learn how to use it to your benefit, sign up right now. Hiphopmentorship.info right now in the chat box. With that being said, man, that's all that we got right now. We're gonna get out of here and get ready to go to Hip Hop News Uncensored for our full podcast. So go over there right now and get ready, man. It's just the warm up. Yes.
That's John Hamilton, y'all. Get that question. We see it right there. Drop that on Hip Hop News Uncensored in a couple minutes. All right, we'll answer that for you. Got you.
What do you say? Got a question?
He had a question, but
okay, cool.
We got him.
Cool. Oh, okay. Got you. I did see that. Okay. Yeah. Hit the like button too. Anybody watching later, and make sure that you hit the share button for us. It's very, very easy. All you gotta do is press your button, share the video. If you want to help us see the podcast grow, that's all the 2 things that we're gonna need you to do. We don't ask for no donations and nothing like that. We just ask for you to push a couple buttons. That's it. But thank y'all, man. We out of here. Peace.